Federal government to take 20 trillion from pension fund for investment into infrastructural development. Pensioners, you can hear this. The federal government is taking 20 trillion naira from your fund to invest in infrastructural development. Pensioners now are very, very angry. One of the angriest people on earth that the presidency, the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is going to dip hands into the pension fund and take 20 trillion to invest in infrastructural development. That is the new report on the block. But let's look at it from this angle. Why are Nigerians outraged? Why are Nigerians angry, very angry with the government, asking Tinubu not to dip his hand into those funds? First off, you know that the Nigerian society don't trust their leaders. Their leaders have not given them any reason to trust them at all. Their leaders have failed them over and over again with failed promises over the years. Imagine a country that could not fix any sector of the economy. No sector has been fixed since Nigeria got its independence. No sector of the country has been fixed since Nigeria got its independence. Even if it's the power sector. Just one sector. Road infrastructure, we are deficit. Housing, deficit, nothing. Even a government that could not manage refineries are the ones that want to manage your pension funds. It is laughable. Nigerians don't trust their leaders. This is one of the reasons why you can see this so much backlash against the policy of the federal government through the Minister of Finance, Wale Edun, who have said that federal government is going to dip hands into the pension fund for infrastructural development. We are not saying there's anything bad in that. We are not saying things. We are not saying what you're doing is wrong. We are not saying that it is not a good. We are not saying that it is not a good move. It is a good move. But Nigerians don't trust you. My brother, my uncle, Wale Edun, Nigerians don't trust your government, the APC government, under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They don't trust them to manage their funds. They have mismanaged Nigeria's funds over the years. The APC has mismanaged the economy. The PDP, APC, whatever. They have mismanaged the economy. And there's no accountability for that. So why would you now dip your hands into pension funds belonging to pensioners who at the end of the day will go through hardship to get their pensions? The monies that are available for them, you are going to dip your hands into those funds for infrastructural development. The questions we are asking is, at the end of the day, who is going to be accountable? Is there any transparency? Or you're going to just dish to us what you want to dish to us when you use this money? Or are we going to be having EFCCs going after some people for embezzling the money? If you are going to use these projects, over the years, the monies looted by these politicians, over the years since independence, the monies looted by these politicians have not been recovered. We are still recovering that of Abacha since after he died. So these are the same policies they had to come up with. We had money coming from our oil, our mineral resources, and the taxes we pay. These monies have been mismanaged by the same government, the same group of people that have come out to tell us that they want to manage our pension funds. Since 1960, when you look at the political space, political society, these leaders, they are the same group of people that destroyed the country. They have come out now to tell us that they want to repair the country. The same group of people that are vying for power. The president today did not start today. They have been active in politics for a very long time. So they know what is going on. Nigerians are tired of this kind of governance. We are tired of this kind of people. People that are not trusted. We don't trust you. Somebody asked the question, did Nigerians vote Bola Ahmed Tinubu? That's a topic we'll do for another day. Did Nigerians vote President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Because it is natural for you not to want somebody to manage your funds, and the person is being forced on you. The government is trying to find ways to tax Nigerians and tax Nigerians and tax Nigerians. They are finding ways to get money from Nigerians, to raise funds from Nigerians. Hence, they don't want to raise funds from IMF, from countries abroad. They want to look inwards. Yes, widen the tax net, tax Nigerians, and also reduce their purchasing power. So pensioners are crying bitterly, and some of them have said that they are going to defend this with their blood. They are not going to allow the president. They are not going to allow the president to touch that pension funds. But I have bad news for you, my brothers. This government is going to touch that pension fund. They are going to use it, whether they use it for the projects they outlined or not. That is not their business. We operate a class society, a society of class, the rich and the poor, the elite and the non-elite. The policies of the government usually benefit the elites. Let's look at the 100% tag. 85% is going to benefit, let's say 70 to 85%. It's the policies of the government benefits the elite 70 to 85%, while 30 to 15% is for the masses. The policies is just to enrich some persons with contracts, which at the end of the day, we might be seeing different stories online. Don't forget, the APC has promised so many things, especially under Jonathan during the campaign. At the end of the day, Buhari denied that he was not the one that said those things. He did not use his mouth to say those things. That's what he said. Now, we have come to another APC regime. Did Nigerians vote for Tinubu? That's the question. Many people say they didn't vote for Tinubu. They said that it was INEC that put him there. Amachi has said one thing, that Nigerians deserve the government they get. Are they going to come out to protest? Are they going to come out for revolution? Because the policies of the government seems to be killing Nigerians day by day. The policies of the government seems to be impoverishing Nigerians day by day, pushing Nigerians to the wall day by day. If you kick against this policy, my brother, the government don't have funds. They are looking for funds, and there's an available funds in the pension fund, and you expect them not to dip their hands into that pension funds for this development. You are just kidding. You are joking. We heard the Vice President Shetima say that the government subsidized Hajj with 90 billion naira. We have the student loan. We have the educational sector. But you could subsidize Hajj with 90 billion naira. Whether it is a good move or not, nobody cares. Nobody's answerable to anybody. Nobody's accountable to anybody. Whatever explanation they give you, just take it. Any explanation they give you, just take it. You don't have asked too much questions. Don't ask too much questions, or else you are looking for trouble. So is that a kind of government that people want to trust their funds with? A government that's not transparent, a government that people don't find, like, they don't see them as a government of integrity. They don't find solace in the government. They're not comfortable with the government. They're not comfortable with the government. There is so much hunger in the land. So much hunger. The issues that even these pension funds I'm going to use it for, yes, it's a good move. It's not alien to other economies and societies. BlackRock manages US pension funds, and BlackRock is a company verified in the world, an investment company that's doing well. Federal government bonds are doing well. But now when a government dips his hand, a government seen as corrupt, seen as a government without responsibility and integrity, a government without clue on how to revamp the economy, a government that's just dependent on taxing and taxing and taxing. The same government is telling you, and we are going to manage your funds. Let's build roads. Let's have capital projects. When you look at the antecedent of the APC, you see that people don't trust the APC. So, my pensioners, it is your turn. Probably, this is going to trigger another revolution. I don't know. It's going to trigger people to come out of the streets and protest and hold the government and tell the government, no, no, no. Our no is no. Because now it seems as if protest does not work. You come out and protest, they wear you off. You're tired. You go home. They continue what they are doing. They are not moved by a protest. They make sure they give you guidelines on how to protest. Don't do this, don't do this, don't do that. Don't escalate into violence. Don't do this and that. Be civil. With your civility, you spend 3 years protesting and nothing happens. So probably let's look at what this policy is going to bring out. Because I believe that when they dip their hands into this 20 trillion, your questions you are going to be asking, they are going to answer your questions when it is convenient for them. They will answer the ones that they have the convenience to answer. Because I don't see a government that promises that a Port Harcourt refinery will work since December. Now it is not working. No explanation for anything. Look at the Naira to dollar forex exchange. Look at how Cardoso spoke baby grammar, went from north, east, west, and south, and came back, and we are at the same position that we are. What have they been doing? You deny, no, we didn't do this, we did that, we are trying to do this. At the end of the day, the results are the same and getting worse. Is it that same government that you want to trust with your pension funds? How the pension does not affect me, well, but I'm in Nigeria, I need to speak up, because one way or the other is going to affect you. A government that is clueless, a government that does not have the people's interest at heart, would forever look for ways to impoverish the people to serve their interests. If the country is broke, tax the poor. The rich becomes richer in a broke country. One of the richest men in Africa, richest black man in the world, is from Nigeria. The rich become richer. The country wallows in debt. These are the people that we are handing over our pensions to, handing over our future to. So Nigerians are asking President TINUBU, please don't dip your hands into those pension funds. We don't trust you to manage these pension funds. If you go on with it, the pensioners are threatening. Let's see how far the pensioners can go in holding the government to ransom so that they can stop some of these bad policies that are affecting Nigerians. Well, you say in the long run we are going to benefit. Over the years that they have been rejigging the petroleum refineries, in the long run, where are we? Vision 2020, where are we? Vision 2024, where are we? Vision 2022, where are we? With all those propaganda over the years. So do you expect us to still believe that in the future we are going to benefit from it with propaganda? Probably what you are doing now is genuine, but you give us that benefit of doubt, because for the past years, the administration supported by this government, TINUBU supported the past administration. He brought Buhari in. He said so in Ogun State. So the administration has failed us and taken us backwards. So do you expect us to still now believe that you can take us forward? An administration you supported. You said you are going to start from where Buhari stopped, and you continued in the same trajectory. Some people are saying even Buhari itself is even a lenient person to Nigerians than this current administration that has not spent 1 year. Very soon we spent 1 year. It's unfortunate that, but I'm praying, one prayer I'm praying is that this should lead to a revolution that will change Nigeria. The leadership problem we have in Nigeria, something should happen. The government should trigger something that will make Nigerians stand up and hold the government and make sure the government deliver the dividends of democracy to Nigerians, or change the government. Whatever it is, it takes. The people are the government, not the elite, not those in power. When you make the explanation, what is democracy? Government of the people, for the people, from the people, by the people. The people are Nigerians, not the politicians and their allies. The government we have is for Nigerians. Take back your country.